Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Quarter Hours. On this quarter hour, I'm going to be talking about exercise, physical exercise, and I was just thinking today, recently, in about the past hour, how I would like to start running again in the morning. And seeing as I looked up the temperature, currently it's -1 Celsius, Fahrenheit, it's 31 degrees. And in the morning, when I was hoping to, have the desire and motivation to go out for a run, it's supposed to be about -6 Celsius or 21 degrees Fahrenheit. And we'll cross that hurdle when we get there. But physical exercise. I suppose the first major thing I ever did with physical exercise was swimming. I was on a competitive swimming team for 5, 6 years, I think, from the age of about 5 to 10, 11. And that was fine. I didn't love it, but not necessarily because of the swimming part. It was just because I didn't feel like I fit in very well with the group or with the other people who were on the team. But we would travel sometimes over the weekends to swim meets, and I did that. And then when I finished swimming, or when I stopped swimming competitively, I started dance. And I loved that. That was great. I did ballet and tap and jazz. And that was fantastic. Though that can also come with a hyper focus on, even though I was going to say that can come with a hyper focus on body image and what you look like physically, and I'm sure it does for a lot of people, but I don't think whatever body issues I had, or body image issues I had, which I'll probably get into on another quarter hour, I don't think that dance contributed to it much, certainly not significantly. And so I did dance from the end of middle school through high school. I also took actually an intensive sort of ballet class at university for credit. The only class I ever did not get an A in. It's fine, I got an A minus. And that was nice. That was great. And I also sort of casually did swing dance and salsa dance. But I didn't really have an exercise regimen or any sort of structured exercises that I did. I think one summer I tried going to the gym a little bit, but I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't know why I was doing it, and I didn't particularly enjoy it. I never loved running. I didn't like running. I have the excuse that I have quite bad knees, just normally, and also because of ballet. So I didn't love that. And it wasn't until I was in my graduate program, second semester of my graduate program, that I decided to get a swim membership at my university. And I would go swimming in the mornings. I would wake up at did I wake up at 6 a.m.? I think it was certainly before 7. I woke up at 6 or 6:30 in the morning, and I would walk 30 minutes across the city to the swimming pool, and then I would swim for an hour, and then come back home. How I'm just remembering what it was like to be able to be in spaces with people, and I'm wondering when I will feel comfortable being in a pool, even though it's chlorinated, I know that, but being in a pool with strangers again, or being in spaces like that with strangers again. But I did that for half a year and I loved that. And then I know that summer I got into running a little bit and being active that way, and sort of getting into the mindset of not having to enjoy something, not needing to enjoy something because I enjoyed the way it made me feel afterwards. So I still didn't love running, but okay, I did it, and I was happy with that. And then over the years, I've sort of oscillated between that and sort of trying to walk a lot, like hours a day instead of running. I've done some swimming again. I played some water polo briefly. A couple of years ago, I wanted to learn how to do a handstand, a proper handstand, and walk on my hands. So I spent a lot of time doing that. I would take an hour, sometimes more, daily in the park, just sort of going up on my hands and falling down and going up on my hands and falling down until I think it took a few months before I could properly sort of hold the handstand for a few seconds, and then another few months before I could do it well and walk. And I did that up until a few months ago when I had quite a bad sprain of my elbow, and I'm still afraid. I still sometimes feel it sometimes, and I'm afraid that if I did handstands again, then I could irritate it and just reverse any of the healing that has taken place. But I was thinking that I would like to have that feeling of being active again, even though it's the middle of winter, even though there's not much I could do, particularly not much that would make me go into public spaces, but I thought that I would start waking up again in the morning, and that I could do it tomorrow for the first time and go on a run. And I don't know, it's funny. I know that in future talks I would like to discuss sort of certainly disordered eating, eating disorders, issues surrounding eating, but specifically issues surrounding the body and body image, and not actually body image, but the way you feel in your body. I think, well, I haven't fully explored that in myself. I haven't really taken the time to analyze that too much. But I know that it certainly compounds if it's negative. And I suppose it compounds if it's positive too, but if there's a negative feeling surrounding that, then I know that my instinct is to hide away and not exercise, not go out, not feel my body working. If I'm not happy with my body, then I will sort of revert to a stillness and a hiding, which does nothing to alleviate the negative feelings, because stillness and not using my body is not going to make it feel better. And I also know, or I think that the main thing standing in the way of activity, or the feeling that I have the energy to do that, or even the desire and motivation to do that, is sleep. And my sleep schedules are non-existent. I mean, the schedules, um, I found it I think maybe always, or certainly since going to university, I've found it difficult to focus on tasks, particularly tasks that I don't want to do, such as assignments. But even tasks I do want to do, such as writing and personal projects, I found it difficult to focus on them during the day, when the sun's out. And I find it much more accessible, that sort of creative space or that sort of focus, at night. And unfortunately, that hand in hand with the darkness, that sort of brings along the stillness that lets me focus. It's also the tiredness. I seem to focus better when I'm tired because I don't have the energy to to allow distraction in. It takes all of my energy to focus on the task at hand, and that's what I have to do, and therefore it's easier because I don't have the resources to be pulled to other things. So that means that if I want to be able to get up in the mornings, I have to sleep properly. I have to go to sleep relatively soon. I'm recording this again, like yesterday, the first day. I'm recording this quite late. It's nearly it was just 11 in the evening, and I do still have things that I plan to do and work on. But if I want to get up in the morning, then I probably shouldn't do that, should I? But I also had I faced a little bit of internal pushback when I remembered that I'm doing this now. I'm recording 15-minute segments every day, and I'm happy. I am, of course, but I thought, oh, this is going to be this is going to be an added burden. Do I really have to? Do I have the time? Do I have the energy? Yes, I do. These are lies we tell ourselves. These are lies I tell myself. I tell myself plenty of lies, and many of them surround my supposed inability to do things. No. I'm perfectly capable of doing this. I'm perfectly capable of doing most, if not all, of the things that I want to do. I just tell myself that it's going to be too difficult. But I'm glad I'm back here, and I'm glad that I want to be better with exercise. I want to be better with sleep. I have one more day tomorrow before the semester starts, for myself to sort of have a schedule, or at least a mindset that will allow me to get the most out of my days and my time. And we're coming up on 15 minutes here. Yesterday I discovered that the videos cannot, at least at this time, be longer than 15 minutes, so I will wrap it up. I hope you all had a wonderful day. I did. My roommates had a little birthday dinner with me, which was lovely because we don't often get to spend much time together. And I hope you have a wonderful night. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Goodbye.